We're at the beginning, not only of a new year, so Happy New Year, but also it's a series of wasting days. A little one, we've got a longer one in September, but now the second, third and fourth are wasting days, and maybe you have a project that you would like to schedule just for this time. You know, anything like cleaning, organizing, decluttering, projects like this, decoration. Maybe you like to store away your Christmas decoration and do some profound cleaning. Maybe you have a day off or something. So that would be a great idea to do at this time. Starting new projects, not necessary. Not so much. But of course, planning is a good idea. And investigation, research, all this. Yeah, so without further ado, I think is what you say, we just start and see what the guides have on offer today. So I am, as it is cold here, I am with my scarves in different variations. Really warm, so I can only encourage you, please make sure that you are warm, but that you can really feel what you're doing. So not too baggy, that's just easier than to really lengthen and feel what you're doing. Okay, so the little toes in line with your hips or muscle line, little fingers in line with your shoulders, nose, sternum, navel, pubic bone in line. Sit bones together, and then it's like a big fountain energy through your head. It's continuously moving through. You've got your ribs together, navel towards your spine, and knees and elbows are relaxed. So we're good to go, and good to start with the reaffirmation of the upper arms, working our way around. So your arms are hanging loosely by your sides, shoulder blades parallel, and you just turn your arms. It's turning the entire arm, so to wherever you can get it. Yes, don't force it. Lengthen, and then little fingers towards the thumbs. Just lengthening. Lengthening. Visualize, think little toes towards your thumbs. It makes all the difference. You don't have to do any more. Keep everything long. It's important. And if you want to shake something off, do so. Always three-dimensional to not affect the shoulders. We repeat this one more time. Make sure that you are well supported by the floor, meaning little toes, big toes and heels equally spread on the floor. Hip wide. Don't take it too small. Or even your muscle line, if that's a little bit wider, yeah, take it to there. Okay. So now palms to the back. Thumbs towards the little fingers, lengthening. I hope it's not too noisy. There are some works outside. They're cutting the trees. And as you know, I've got this hour where I can do my videos in the studio, renting the studio. And of course, I cannot tell them to stop for me. So, lengthening. Alright. We just repeat this one more time. They tell me. So, palms to the back or wherever you can get them to if you're thinking of turning, because it's not forcing, yes. Shoulders need to be relaxed. Lengthening. Everything's long. And relaxing. Okay, so with that same muscle coordination, we go to the end of the mat. Keep lengthening, and then slowly down. Just let everything hang. You can of course bend your legs, and if you need some books or yoga blocks or a chair to support you, that's fine. Totally fine, because this is not the task. The task is to think from your sit bone through your head, lengthening, so it's the fountain through your body, lengthening here, and that's what we're doing. Yeah, we're just thinking of lengthening the back, and let's see how it turns out. Breathing in, and from your sit bone through your head, lengthen. Just feel the length. Feel the length. And release. Okay, breathing in. And one more time, sit bones. Lengthening, really feel where can you probably possibly lengthen a bit more. And release. Okay, breathing in. And lengthening, lengthening, and release. Bend your legs and just let the blood flow back. Right, now we'll repeat this, and we're looking at the middle finger, and then we're having our arm just floating. Yeah, it's just indicating the length and the turn that we do with our upper body. Okay, so in that same position, wherever you've been is absolutely fine. Breathing in and lengthening and looking at your middle finger, biggest possible circle, and lengthening and lowering, and one more time, other side. One. Yeah, it's not exactly the right position. Like this, it's easier. Just make sure that your hair is not in the way and that nothing is disturbing you. Yeah, and lengthening, lengthening, navel in, and back we go, and relax, and just let the blood flow back. Yes, yeah, we're doing the stability exercise, and I'd say, as we know, it helps us not only physically here, lengthening the back and having enough space for our hips, but also it helps us to create stability in our lives. So I'm sure you welcome this. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so again, well supported here. In fact, same position as before, so you have bent legs wherever you are, you're good. Make sure that your hips stay parallel to the floor when we're now lifting one leg. Yes, and you can start very small, like here. Yes, no problem. What we're trying is to lengthen the back, have the elbows in line here, not out, because that would, as you may notice, tense the shoulders. And then just bend the upper leg, lengthen, feel if you can create some more space. If you can't, you just release the leg, let the blood flow back and change. So it may take on one side, it may take longer than on the other, but that's not a problem. It's not the issue. Lengthening is about feeling. So always in here is more tension, lengthening, navel in, long and relax. Yeah. Breathe, and then one more time I say, if you like, you can try to stretch out your legs. I'm not allowed yet because of the contractions. Very slow process, but it is getting better, so I'm really grateful, especially for these exercises here that we're doing, because this helps. Okay, energy out means contractions out. Slowly. Lengthening. Just relaxing. And releasing. Okay. Wow, yes, they just say that we'll just see how the body is, so we'll do that. Just relaxing here, feeling your back, how's your back? Is there anything feeling weird? Any tension very often when you have tension in your thumbs or in your fingers, it comes from the elbow. Yeah, so really feeling the delicate muscles there in between the bones and muscle. If there are some points that really hurt, really tense, so you know it may end up here. Yeah. Okay. And my favorite one is looking down, elbows closed, head down, and just relaxing. Oh wow. Okay, they say we're starting with rolling up, rolling down, rolling over in the center line, so they want us to get centered. Okay, so let me know if there's a project that needs exactly that. Okay, so first of all, I show the version for newbies, then the more, well, flexible, advanced, whatever you want to call it version, and you decide what you do. At the end, we can do a little lengthening of the legs, but only if you have no problem going over, meaning no issues, no worries, etc. Otherwise, you just do a little break, and that's fine if you start. So, the newbie version, hands behind your head, breathing in, sit bones, lengthening towards your head, like a fountain, lengthening, coming up here, that's the technique for the abs. Just grab here, or if you need some more support, have one hand here, okay? So, sliding, meaning massaging your feet. Elbows closed, so there is nothing here because we want to work here. And only here, not up here. Lengthening and relaxing. Elbows closed and coming back. And now make sure that your nose up to your, in between the big toes, that this is one line, yes? Lengthening from here, between your pubic bone and navel, rolling down. If your body tends to go to one side, think long between your hip bones and your shoulder blades, right? Okay, so maybe you want to have your arms down here to wherever you can get your legs, sit bone, heel, that's the line. Yeah, it can be here. My knees are relaxed, or you can do it here, no problem. So, then you think long as you always do, and long here. And either you stay here for a moment, or if you can, you go over. But coming back, rolling low and rolling down, thinking long, 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 long. Your head may come up, that's totally natural, right? At some point when you've been doing this exercise for a time, it doesn't anymore. But don't force it. Be very gentle. So if it comes up, if you see it supported, yeah, it's fine. Okay? Right, so, and then here, of course, grab, slide, only work here, elbows closed, come up, relax. This position, sit bones, head, is really important. Think long before you go down again, lengthening, and then here. Okay? Right, now, a little bit more. You can start here if you like. I normally do that to really lengthen, and then later on I put my arms here. So that's only a suggestion. You can do what you feel like is right for you, please. Now from here, little fingers in line with my shoulders. I describe the longest, largest circle that I can think of without pushing. Yes, comes from here. Breathing in. Now, same thing, that's the technique of the abs, so I think long and then my head comes up. If you need some support, give yourself support. And then I have my arms here, I slide up my legs to wherever I can. Now is the contraction, my legs like to come up a little bit, which is not normal. I know it's like the energy going in, so you think the energy out and you think it downwards, like diagonal, and then it's better. And it should be getting better with doing some more, right? So from here, now lengthening, front, back, everything. Diagonal lines around to have your shoulders relaxed, and then you relax. Coming up to the 90 degrees, sit bones in line with your hands here, and slowly coming sit bones, heels, and then you think long when the energy goes through your upper body, the fountain, yes? And then slowly back. Yeah, and that's what we do. Lengthening, 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 up, back. We go a little bit faster, then over. The legs is only at the very end. It's not every time, right? It's only over and back, okay? And they say we do 3 times, and then we do this little extra with the legs, okay? So please choose your variation. You can do anything in between that you can imagine, and we're good to go. So starting now. Of course, you do it in your own pace. Just make sure you really feel that you are lengthening without pushing your entire body constantly, right? So, already better. Lengthening and lengthening. Lengthening the body and making sure that your neck is a part of this. Yes? Okay. Over. And do one more. If you can't go over or you feel it's not a good idea, don't do it, please. As you notice, we only take a couple of seconds and we're back. So think long in the meantime in that position, and that's perfect, right? Okay, lengthening and lengthening. Don't aim for flexibility. You will get it naturally with the repetitions of this kind of exercise. You get stronger, you get more flexible. You even get faster by working slow. Lengthening. They say we do one more. I'm a little confused now, but I never doubt the guides. Okay, so I will have these reasons, but if you feel it's enough for you, especially when you're new here, of course you do what your body tells you, right? They say it's because they need to get more centered. But you can get more centered by relaxing and visualizing the center now, okay? So that's another way of doing it. So from here, lengthening and back. Now we do a little circle and lengthening and lengthening, long and navel towards the spine. Just make sure there is no weight on your head. It's here, and you feel the difference. Really feel the difference. Lengthening, no tension in your shoulders. Have the strength here. Lengthening and lengthening. If you really think both legs long, the leg on the floor may slightly come off the floor. Yeah, lengthen. Make sure that you've got your hips parallel and you can see them, so this is helpful. Lengthening slowly. Slowly lengthening your back. And remember, if your head comes up, it's fine. Let it go. Just let it go all the time. Okay, now relax your back. And some more if you like. body has a weird habit of doing weird positions which feel good, allow it to do that, right? Yes, and I got told that we do push-ups next, okay? So, I do the ladies version first, gentleman's version second, and then a little extra for the gentlemen who are not, well, who get bored with that, just that, because they are strong. So, knees together, lengthen, make sure that your elbows are relaxed, that you've got one diagonal line from your knees to your head, and then you just let go of the elbows, and navel, or sit bones navel is what gets you up. So it's not about getting very low, it's about relaxing your elbows and see how much strength do you have in the center, in your center, to do this, right? So the slower you can go, the better it is. Okay. So this is the latest version. Please, if you are new here, do one and that's fine, and continuously lengthen, because that's what gets you up. Gentleman version, and ladies, if you just repeat one, that's fine, yes, or a couple, how many, depending on how many you can do, but don't exaggerate. We are in winter. Okay, so little toes in line with little fingers for the gentleman, diagonal line from your heels to your head. Now you relax your elbows, and then you're coming up from with your entire body. Okay? So, lengthening. Always think long. That's really important. And fantastic, it gets warm. So, very grateful. As you can see, this really is nothing but a scarf. Yeah? So, that's all you need to be able to do, and you've got something that keeps you really warm. Good. So, now, a little extra for the gentleman who need it, wanted. Same position, and you send some of the energy instead of through the fountain, just through one heel. Okay, I don't do more today because I notice it's where my contraction sits. It's not helpful. This is really important. If you have something like a contraction, the energy is drawn in. And what you need to do to get rid of it is the energy, sending the energy out. And as you may notice, it's not always possible. So do the things where it's possible, and that's helpful. Okay. So now we're doing sideways. Sideways push-ups, yes? Sideways push-ups, yeah. Okay. Now, shoulders in line with your hips and heels, and then you embrace your upper shoulder blade and you put your hand next to your body. Elbow is directed into this direction because otherwise, like towards your feet, because otherwise you may tense your shoulders, which we do not want. The success of this exercise is not coming up at all costs, it's lengthening. Okay, so from here, breathing in, we're lengthening the body, and then you may notice that if you're coming up in a circular movement, it's like not too much more. Yeah, the most effort, wow, interesting hairstyle, is lengthening here. Okay, so I just do 6, lengthening, up. You do as many as feels right for you. If you're new, please do not exaggerate. It's important that you have your fountain in place and that you think of one circle, half a circle coming out, semicircle of course, and then you think even bigger to come down. Yeah, I think I need to do one more. Lengthening, and you may notice that on one side you're a lot stronger than on the other side. It's possible, yeah, so either you're here now to stretch, okay, or you can be here the front, lengthening and relaxing. One more, lengthening. Yeah, now I do a little test for my arm muscles to see if this works. Please laugh about it if it doesn't. Yeah, if you want to try it and it's your first time. So, biggest possible circle, biggest possible circle, and lengthen. Okay, so now other side. I think I need to put this away a little further. Okay, so shoulders, hips, and heels in line. You embrace your upper shoulder blade, you place your hand here, making sure your elbow points into that direction, or direction of your feet. Now lengthen, and then think, sit bones, fountain, and then you feel whether you are straight. Yeah, hips parallel, that's also something that helps. And then it's lengthening, and trying to describe the circle if you like. If you knew the lengthening is enough work, honestly. Lengthen. Sit bones. Keep lengthening. Keep lengthening. Like that you may feel that you are not as strong, but you're getting a different strength, which is very, very efficient. Okay. Lengthening, and you don't get these problems that people get who are just working on strength and volume. Okay, 2 more. Lengthening. And lengthening. And 1 more. Lengthening. Okay, and now we're lengthening out here, and then, yeah, well, you don't really need it. Okay, forwards and here. Yeah, so hope you can see it well. And lengthening, and just relax. 1 more, lengthening, and 1 more, circle, lengthen. Yes, okay. Now just relax. Whatever you need, however you need it. And while I'm just trying to find out what the guide say is next. Come on guys, what do you want? All right, okay. Okay, interesting. Right. So, I first do the side that is not coming easy to me, so I really feel with you. Because we are with both legs bent, one in front, one at the back, but just make sure to lengthen it as much as you need. So don't be here like this, yes, you can really like that, so you feel a little bit better. It's about lengthening here and here, which is, as you can see, not easy. Okay. But the good thing is, you think of lengthening here, and if someone is really unhappy with cellulitis, this can just help you get rid of it. Yes, right. And I mean for good. You just keep doing that exercise, and I don't mean every day, not necessary, but that will really change that. It doesn't matter how old you are, yes. It's interesting. But anyway, what we're doing is we think it's all about the fountain. So it's not about lifting the leg and then you're here, crammed together. No. You think your leg backwards and you think up. So you lift your body. And because your leg is attached to your body, it lifts or it doesn't. In the beginning it won't, but that's not a problem because here, lifting here is what we need, and this activation of the muscles, that's the success, okay? So, lengthening, I do now 4, lengthening, wow, okay, lengthening, and if you feel that you need to lengthen a bit more, I will do 1 more, yeah, you just do that, right? So now, wherever your knee is, you lengthen your leg, so it's turned in, it's not turned out. And And you may feel a little awkward, but what we're trying is now lengthen. This is really interesting for me because the energy is drawn in because of the contraction, and I'm trying to get it out, and I think, yeah. So, lengthen. So as you can see, it's just like millimeters, lengthening. But millimeters is what I am lifting my upper body, yes? So this one may be easier. So from your little fingers to your elbows, you are in one line. This is lengthening and this as well. So if you like, you take your arm here, relax elbow to think of that length and feel that one. Okay, so here and lengthening. I will also do 4, lengthening and lengthening. Okay. So if you like, there is a strengthening exercise that's lengthening and then turning the upper body. Your leg is on the floor at the moment. Okay, now do it off the floor and lengthen. And keep lengthening the upper body and the leg and lower. And up and turn and up and release. And up and turn, level and up, lengthen and release. And up and turn and lengthen and release. And now from here you think the biggest possible circle and you turn your leg out, and this will really lengthen and stretch your hip here. Yes, and it does. Wow, I just need to be here for a moment because of my contraction. Just go and start the other side. No problem. And then slowly bend in. Yeah, if you have stretched a lot, you slowly bend in. Don't go too fast. Yeah, especially if you're, well, not only if you're not anymore young, you know, it's just so important. Okay, now other side, I'm sitting on my sit bone and I've got my leg bent, and as you can see, this is a lot better for me. I'm a lot more comfortable. So, lengthening. You can go forward a little bit, that's fine, yes? But it's trying to really get up. Really get this fountain going, and as you can see, you do not even need your arms, so don't use them. It's about here. And if it doesn't go up, no problem. So now here's my knee. And needs to be a little more forward, okay? Lengthen so it's really parallel. Now it's again up. Yeah, and you can see it's a lot easier here without the contractions. And lengthening. Okay, now we're on the elbow. Little finger in line with the elbow, and yeah, here I am. And then if you like, you can use this arm to indicate the length. And up and relax. And up and relax. And up. Okay. Now we leave the leg on the floor and just lengthen and turn. Trying to be parallel to the mat. Coming back, lengthening. Okay, now we do that. Lengthening the leg and turn. And lengthen and lower. And lengthen and turn. And lengthen and lower. And then 2 more. And turn. And lengthen. Lower. Lengthen. Turn. Lengthen. Lower. And here comes the big, slow stretch. Yeah. I could not talk and feel at the same time. Lengthen. This leg still wants to come up a little bit because of the tension, but it's getting better. Okay. Wow. Yeah, but I'd say just do whatever you need to do to finish the class. Interesting. Just needs that. All right. Okay. So, I thank you very, very much for taking part in today's class. Please consider subscribing if you didn't do it already, and also to my weekly energy updates on YouTube, Hike About It, and the Daily Dose on Instagram. The guys are very, very busy trying to help, and I'm so happy if that can get out there and really, really help you. So please let me know about the intense centering and I hope you have a great start into the new year. Wishing you lots and lots and lots of love, and I see you for the next class.